Dead. Jacob Slocum.
How you doing?
Good, man. Thanks for doing our series.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for letting me play with you. Your
Of
music
course.
is incredible, dude.
Bro, it's an honor to have you with me.
What inspires you to write, you know?
Definitely God. God is my biggest inspiration for the music I write. But also, my music is really personal, both my own life experiences, but also the people around me, their stories. And so, yeah, it's God is my first inspiration, and then my life story and the people around me.
Wow, yes, interesting. I think every tune is related to God or spirituality.
Yep.
Now, I remember you telling me you kind of come from a lineage of clergy members.
Yeah, 5 generations of pastors or ministers or priests.
How did that affect your musical musings growing up, especially, you know, some clergy folks, or let's say religious leaders, are not fans of jazz, and you clearly have learned and studied jazz tremendously. Did that create any tension at times?
It didn't really create any tension. Well, I mean, it sort of, the church was my introduction to music. I came from a very different church than I'm a part of now, but that was still my introduction at a very early age to music, singing in the choir and everything. But yeah, I wouldn't be who I am today had I not gone through that. So
Nice. So we kind of talked a lot about in the rehearsals, just about practices of spirituality and kind of connecting with the source. How does music for you connect you with the source?
Oh, I mean, for me, prayer and music are the same. Like, music is a form of prayer for me. When I'm playing, I'm really in it. It is prayer. And so I don't really see it as something different. And so that's, and not only is it prayer, but it's also a way of helping others to get to that state as well.
Wow. Now, from what I remember, you kind of came to Chicago with the crew of, now pretty legendary. All of y'all are like, you know, pretty important musicians on the scene. Tell me a little bit more about your journey through college and then as you landed in Chicago.
I was blessed to meet, I don't know if you're familiar with Professor Carter, Ronald Carter. Amazing man, huge inspiration on my life. But he basically made Northern Illinois University just this hub of amazing musicians. When I was a freshman, Marquise Hill was a senior, and so it's like you got that kind of caliber at the school, and so it's just like, what am I doing? And hearing all those amazing musicians play on a daily basis when I was going to school, it was just monumentally important for me. And then coming to Chicago, a lot of them ended up moving to Chicago or elsewhere. But yeah, their impact is really profound in my life.
Wow. So what's it been like coming to the big city, being from a small town?
Oh, it's great. Don't get me wrong. I love small town life. I'm a country boy at heart. But at the same time, there's just the opportunities here are endless. It's kind of like just someone just like took the ceiling off of what is available, because there's just so much happening in Chicago, with people, with musicians, with art, creativity, space. Look where we are right now. Right. We're able to be here in a space that's allowing us to thrive.
Wow.
In a pandemic.
Isn't that something? Talk about blessings, man.
Amen.
So you're part of a pretty special church with a very enigmatic leader.
Yes.
Tell me a little more about your experience finding that space, as well as it seems that you've been able to, you're not only a part of the Chicago Freedom Ensemble and working with us to institute community change, but it seems like you're also doing that in your church space too.
Yeah. It's been an incredible journey. When I was in college, I went to a Missionary Baptist Church, New Hope. Shout out to New Hope.
Right, shout out.
And I was yeah, I just wanted to find a church that made me have that same feeling of heart and worship, and also a heart for the community, and was making a difference. And I went to a bunch of churches when I first moved to Chicago, like a bunch. Like I was just going to different churches every Sunday. And then I finally I went to Trinity. I didn't go to St. Sabina. I went to Trinity, and I saw Father Mike preach. He was a guest preacher. Like, who is this? And then I found out that, oh, he's a pastor at St. Sabina. And I went to see. And then I found out that, oh, they're doing a lot for the community, like a lot for the community.
Right.
They basically turned, Auburn Gresham, that neighborhood, around through the work that they do. And so I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to be a part of that.
Wow. Yeah, it does seem like a lot of Chicago churches specifically, the church becomes the center of the community, and they actually use the church to build new houses and change, advocate. I'm even thinking of the Woodlawn organization was kind of built around Apostolic Church of God and the community organizers over there. It's really fascinating. And you said you were going to churches to really find something that connected with you and you felt in your heart.
Yeah.
And your band is called Heart of Gold.
Yep.
What inspired that name?
I mean, everybody who's in this band and who's played in this band, because it's had multiple renditions,
Right.
It's just people who just make you feel warm when you interact with them. Yeah, it's just it's a heart of gold. Like when I'm interacting with you or with Runere or Jahari, Jeremiah, Sam, it's just like you feel better after talking with them. So.
That's really fascinating, because it's very rare that people will book a band based on the vibe of the people and not, just the most killing players.
Oh, and they also happen to be amazing musicians.
I was going to ask you, did you run into situations where, like, you found somebody that you really wanted but couldn't hire them because of their ability, or are you suggesting that a lot of the really good players are, also good folks? Or the reverse, a lot of good folks are good players.
I think Chicago's a really blessed place. A lot of the amazing musicians and artists here that I look up to are great people. And so that's why I say, it's kind of like a changing cast of people in this band. I mean, this is only one of my many bands.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of people could be in this band, because there's a lot of good people with good hearts and souls. It's a beautiful place to be.
Wow. So you said this was one of your many bands. You got a lot of music out. Where can people find your music keep up with you?
On any streaming platform. I got 2 albums out, Heart and then Bishop. And I'm working on my 3rd one.
I'm excited about
release
that.
this year, probably.
Ooh. Hopefully. Exclusive that you get right here, okay? And they can search Jacob Slocum, I'm assuming, or is there a band name specific?
Jacob Slocum, because it's all under just my name, because I have, on both albums, I have multiple bands.
Oh, wow.
So
what inspired that? Like, what made you decide to switch it up? That's like a lot of work,
Yes, it is. I mean, for me, it's a labor of love, because, I mean, as a composer and as a musician, that's just what I hear. Like I hear people specifically playing my music, like, oh, I want him playing this, or I want her playing that. And then I also just hear in different genres, and my writing reflects that, and so that's why I have multiple bands.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Jacob.
Thank you.
And I hope you all enjoy this last tune from Jacob Slocum's Heart of Gold.